There are a lot of advancements concerning the use of XRP and Ripple in this episode. I've got you covered. As a significant crypto influencer, we are going to look at the bull market that we are about to enter. He remarked, "That concludes my short positions. Time to extend the majors, please." I agree with what he's seeing in the charts, so it is a very optimistic indication. We will also discuss stablecoins backed by gold. Let's get started with Bitcoin right now. $57,200 with Ethereum closing at $23.53. It is currently up 3.35% over the last 24 hours. With USDT and USDC both closing at the dollar, it is up 1.46%. PEG's XRP, which has increased 1.19% over the last 24 hours, is attempting to regain its level above 54 cents. The market capitalization of all cryptocurrencies is $2 trillion, or $30 billion. From here, where are we going to go? Keep in mind that the magic number to break 74,000 is Bitcoin. It will arrive far sooner than most of us initially anticipated. The stop will be placed between 62 and 64. We'll aim for a price target of $74,000 when that breaks. Region XRP is still searching for 75 cents by the end of the year. Will it occur in the remaining 4 months? In my opinion, yes. The world's largest exchange, Mars Exchange number 18, has already increased by more than 11 times. There are just 500 million tokens in total, so you haven't seen anything yet. I am informing you. Since this thing began at 3 cents, I have been telling you. This is the moment to participate. Now is the perfect time to get involved. A just debut. Pre-tokens were not distributed. Would you like to talk about the next 50 by 100x gem? This is where you've got it. These order books are really thin, as I demonstrated to you this morning. Take a look. The order books are available for $5,000. What takes place when an order book is purchased? The price, well, it just goes to the moon. It has already increased by an 11-fold. What comes next? We reached an 18x peak. We probably hit a 19x or almost 20x peak. After only 17 hours, we generated approximately $300,000 in volume, achieving a 20x return on the original listing. That is insane. When a project properly launches a token, that is what occurs. What you see is this. We are receiving buying activity only, no dumps, instead of anything else. That's how easy it is. The holy grail of digital asset investing recommended developing a stablecoin backed by gold. Which nation would implement it first, I wonder? Listen to this little snippet that we have here. One could contend that the first stablecoin was the Bretton Woods Agreement. Come on over here with me. We fixed the value of gold at the dollar, and other currencies were tied to the dollar. The main difference between the underlying assets of the Bretton Woods Accord and the proposed stablecoin is that the former relies on gold as a reliable store of value. In comparison, the US dollar has lost more than 25% of its purchasing power over the past 5 years due to its vulnerability to government expenditures and geopolitical risk. Lessons can also be learned from the suspension of gold convertibility and the end of the Bretton Woods Agreement. The world was stuck with US dollars that had no real value because everyone had to keep using them, but their purchasing power was gradually being diminished. Of course, the true wealth in this example was gold, and if all of these countries had held enormous amounts of gold instead of USD from the beginning, they would have protected their wealth instead of being left with a made-up currency. For this reason, all people in the world today need to own physical gold. I have instructed Secretary Connolly to temporarily suspend the convertibility of the dollar into gold or other reserve. Not sure about you, but I don't think the U.S. government or the Federal Reserve have my best interests at heart. They probably don't want me to protect my riches outside the system, since that would mean I'm in charge. If you protect your riches with gold, they cannot steal it from you through taxes or devalue it. You can better protect yourself with gold. Is a stablecoin backed by gold imminent? I think that everyone can still benefit from a stablecoin backed by gold. Not in my case. This is quite fascinating. Take this as a noteworthy advancement in the Bitcoin space. Release this. The Director of Business Development at Ripple for Stablecoins, Real-World Asset Tokenization, and DeFi, Rafael Tezuki Latam, discusses how smart contracts and stablecoins can revolutionize the banking sector. He shared this on LinkedIn. His understanding of stablecoins, tokenizing real-world assets, and the impending smart contracts on the XRP ledger, all of which have generated a lot of buzz in the community, is something I'm interested in learning more about. To be honest with you, I have no idea why. Perhaps it's because Z believed that there would be a market for smart contracts, and now they're furious about it and entering the smart contract space. But competition is healthy, and if there isn't any, no one else will pursue your business. We recognize that you most likely don't have a product, thus in my opinion, this is a very healthy thing. According to Michael Saylor, he believes that Bitcoin will reach 13 million. Folks, you did indeed hear that right? It was shown on CNBC. According to him, a Bitcoin token will be worth $13 million. I'm not going to play the full clip. Don't worry about it, but pay attention while we examine some cryptocurrencies. Oh, this morning's prices. You now view 55,000. Michael Saylor is the executive chairman of MicroStrategy. You never stop adding to the position of your company, and you have a lot of courage, because there's been a lot of major swings in the past, and there were times when I was worried. Can you tell me, were you ever close to the margin calls? Anything ever happening to MicroStrategy? Well, when Silvergate Bank failed, we had to redeem that, but when it turned out to be a benefit for us, we made a lot of money. On that redemption, we repaid our Silvergate loan, but it's been a great journey since August 10th of 2020. MicroStrategies bought about $8.3 billion worth of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's up 44% a year on average. Since then, the S&P is up 12%, and since we levered it, we're up 825. The number one performing stock in the S&P is Nvidia, up 121% as of Friday. So we beat every single company in the S&P index using a Bitcoin strategy. Does MicroStrategy now do anything else? We still run the software business, and it's generally a cash cow for us, but our primary business is a Bitcoin development company. So what we're doing is we're securitizing Bitcoin. We're selling convertible bonds for people that don't want the full volatility and all the risk of Bitcoin. Some people want a 150% risk, right? So some people want highly levered equity, and they trade the options. And so we have a very big, deep, rich options market. We've got high performance equity, and then we've basically pioneered the Bitcoin-backed bond market by issuing all of these convertible bonds that are backed by 5x more. Has the investor class that is purchasing your shares altered since the inception of Bitcoin collateral? Making investments in an ETF, for instance, one is more leveraged than the other. That's where we should pause it. An intriguing headline. ETFs for Bitcoin fuel growth. Before the ETFs were announced, we saw the price of Bitcoin rise above its peak. I want you to consider what will happen if and when we receive an XRP ETF. Without a doubt, an XRP ETF will be released. I think 2025 will bring it about, and if the ETFs for Bitcoin are fueling growth, then the XRP ETF will too. How will XRP alter as institutional money gets into the market? Amazing Crypto claimed that the wait is nearly unbelievable and that he might have taken his last few shorts on majors during this several-month period. Crypto talks, and we all hear him. I expect him to add some long positions into the market if he stops shorting and waits for these majors to start a rally. He believes that the bottom has been reached and that the markets will now begin to rise. He thinks that these cryptocurrency ranges will begin to go upward from now until the end of the year, albeit this does not imply that it will happen instantly. This is a very simple process, and I often stress that investing in cryptocurrencies is a simple undertaking. How does it proceed? After reaching its peak, Bitcoin undergoes a parabolic surge before changing into Ethereum. After Ethereum mimics Bitcoin's operations, money moves across all of the coins. As I have observed in the market since 2017, XRP is the last to leave, and if Trump wins, We will have the chance to implement a once-in-a-lifetime deregulation and scaling back of government. America is rapidly becoming bankrupt. The national debt's interest payments barely covered the defense spending. In Korea, Elon Musk's noteworthy declaration that products can be bought with guess what XRP resonates. The accompanying video displays a little QR code. BoomPay loads upon scanning it, enabling you to use XRP to make a payment. People, this is the way the world is going, especially in Asia. Asian markets are huge fans of digital technology, cryptocurrency, and 100% XRP.